Hey, what is up, you sexy beast? Ghost Signature Tristan here, back at it again to bring you guys another ghostly advice. Yes, I'm actually doing it. Fucking crazy, right? Anyway, today I have 3 emails for you. One is an absolutely fantastic one in the middle, and then 2 are just girl questions, but have some pretty good takeaways. So I'm going to get right into it. So, hey, Tristan, and bro, motherfucker, can you spell my name right? Like, please? It's so close. You're so close. Just change that E to an A and you're good to go. Like, I almost, luckily for you, I'm in a good mood. So I'm down to answer this question with you fucking up my name like that. But it's all good, homie. It's all good. So anyway, just wanted to say that I missed you a lot, and I'm glad you are back in some capacity. I'm a 21-year-old male, and I work with this girl who is 22. Bro, the other thing you fucked up on is you gotta go with like the ghostly advice lore, okay? You're supposed to say, so there's this girl, right? At the beginning. Like, have you never seen ghostly advice? All right, dude. Anyway, that's 2 strikes, man. You only got 1 more. Before I just flat out won't answer the fucking question, but I'm just memeing, guys. I'm going to keep reading this. So anyway, I have known her for about 8 months. About a month ago, we started working together, and I told her that I liked her, and she said that she liked me, too, so we flirted and shit. But she goes from saying that we are just friends and that I don't really flirt with her because she's used to like fuckboy flirting and she's oblivious, to asking me to flirt with her to see if I have game, saying that she doesn't wear any underwear with leggings, saying that she needs to get laid. But when I ask that and I say that we should hook up, she says no. Everyone says that she liked me, but just doesn't know what she wants. I'm a great guy, but she also, don't ever say that. Don't ever say you're a great guy. But anyway, I'm a great guy, but she would rather go for the guys with tattoos, in some cases, criminal records. I'm very close friends with her, and I could never stop being that because I care about her a lot, and I'm going to try my best to get away from having feelings for her. Oh, shit, that's something I actually didn't factor in. I will always find her attractive, though, and she knows this, so she doesn't mind if I say, like, her ass looks good or something. I'm a virgin, so I don't think that helps because I see her as, like, a mystery. If I would sleep with another girl, I think I could get over her, but I think I have just hyped her up so much that it's hard to get over her. Okay, so anyway, man, it's a bit of an interesting one. I mean, a pretty common scenario where you kind of fall in love with your best friend, you know what I mean? Like, especially if there's that physical attraction there from either your side or her side. Usually it's the guy's side. So, look, man, it sucks. But honestly, with her being your friend, she likely knows that you're a virgin, okay? And that can help you in some cases, but in this case, it likely doesn't. Because if she's, let's say a hoe, she's going to want somebody who is experienced, right? Like, she might not want to take your flower. Now, there are some girls who are really happy to, de-virginize a guy or whatever, and you can find them, trust me. And if you tell them, yo, I'm a virgin, they might find it really hot and actually kind of view you as like a little bit of a challenge. Like, all right, I got your back, hold your hand and get over here. But in all reality, most girls are going to want guys that are experienced, that know their shit. They know how to flirt. They know what they're doing in bed. They know how to kiss, all that stuff. So you didn't allude to if you've had any other type of experience. Like, I don't know if you're like a virgin who's like never kissed a girl, or if you, just maybe have done everything but sex. So I would, but sex. So yeah, I would like to know, what your exact situation is. But keep in mind, like I said, she likely knows that you're a virgin. So she is shit testing you with the, oh, flirt with me and like, saying that she's not wearing underwear with her tights and all that shit. She's just trying to get a rise out of you. She's just trying to tease you, honestly. This girl is a total tease. That was the word I was looking for. So I would just say move on and ghost her. Now, the thing that I didn't really pay too much attention to in the first reading of this email is when you said, oh, she's like a really good friend of mine and I care about her a lot. But look, man, you might have to fucking socially distance yourself from this girl. You might have to put her at least 6 feet away for quite a while via text messaging and in real life. Because if you really like her, I do think that she liked you at some point, most likely. And I really think that you missed your chance, man. Because girls are very hot and cold, right? And when they want something, if they don't get it, when they want it, they're very impatient. So most of the time. Now, not all girls. Don't scream at me. Not all girls. But, like, for example, if it's late night at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday and she's like, you up, right? And you do not hit her back until the next day, you missed your fucking chance, man. She said you up. You did not answer when she wanted to fuck. I don't think she's going to want to fuck you probably ever again. You know what I mean? It's things like that that you really need to kind of jump on the first opportunity. Like I've had many times with girls that, you know, they expressed a lot of interest in me or whatever, and I just either wasn't available or I was with a client or anything. Anything could have been the reason why I couldn't make it that night or whatever. And bro, most of the time I never got a fucking second opportunity. And keep in mind, I'm just talking for like a one night stand, hookup, friends with benefits kind of situation. If they're that hot and cold in that situation, trust me, man, in relationships, they're the same way. Like she might have liked you for 2 weeks and a month, but because you didn't make a move, this is a very common problem that guys have is they don't make a move because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it or whatever. And look, girls aren't going to make the first move. Like 99 times out of 100, a girl's not going to be like, oh, okay, I can tell that you're a virgin and inexperienced. Like, here's what we need to do. You know, can I come over? And even if they do, some guys are so fucking oblivious because they've never had it happen that they don't know the signs either. So the takeaway from this is, look, man, you need to make the first move always, okay? If you like a girl and you don't know if she likes you or not, it doesn't matter. Shoot your shot as soon as humanly possible because if you missed your window, that window's never going to open again. There's a great episode of How I Met Your Mother where this girl is in like perpetually long relationships. Ted thinks, you know, it's his dream girl or whatever. And if you miss your window, you're fucked. And so he tried to get a date with her right as she became single, just like many other guys did. He missed his window. He never got her, man. It's things like that that will keep you, keep you a virgin, honestly. So it's pretty rough. Honestly, my advice, man, would be if she hits you up, say that you're only interested in hooking up or going on a date. If she says no to that, then just peace out, man. And like I said, I would socially distance yourself from her. You know, she might be a good friend, but I think you need to get over her first, and then you can go back to being her friend. But I would definitely try shooting your shot first. Like I said, she probably knows you're a virgin, so I wouldn't necessarily not disclose that information. I mean, I wouldn't disclose that information to like a random girl you're trying to hook up with. And I do like at the end that you said, you know, if I sleep with another girl, I could get over her, like, because the classic phrase is, you know, to get over someone, you're supposed to get under someone else, right? So not exactly true, I would say. I mean, it's pretty nice, but yeah, I really think you need to cut all contact with her and focus on other girls because you're in the friend zone, man. All right, guys. Now, I absolutely love the second email. I think this is going to be where a lot of you are at, especially at our age now because we've all gotten so old. So yeah, I'm going to get right into the second email. Now, here's how you write an email, okay? You ready? I didn't have to change anything on this one. This is absolutely brilliant. Thank you, man. So, hey, Tristan, comma, I'm a 20-year-old college student and athlete. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I have spent the past 9 years running track and field, and coaching sounds like a good route to go. However, the pay sucks. And I looked it up. The pay does fucking suck. I am currently a junior majoring in marketing with 2 years left on my undergraduate, 5th year, with an opportunity to get an MBA as well. I don't come from money, and I'm on my own right now. No financial support from mom or dad. My heart wants me to coach, but my brain knows that the money will solve a lot of my problems and allow me to explore other areas of my life. Hope you're doing well. I've been watching your channel since the 7th grade. That's wild, man. I've been making videos since the 7th grade. So anyway, look, man, this is an absolutely fantastic email. Like I said, best one I've gotten in a while. I would say absolutely finish out college, you know, get that MBA or whatever, you know, at least a bachelor's degree in whatever you're doing, as it's going to be useful in the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And you're already working on it. You're already so far. So my question for you is, what do you like about coaching? Like, is it just sports coaching? You know what I mean? Is it helping teams win games, or is it helping people, you know, kind of get to their peak level of fitness, right? Is it helping people, you know, okay, working out and okay, you're doing the drills and you're doing all this stuff. Like, what is it about coaching that you like? That's an important question to answer because that can help determine the path that you want to go down. You know what I mean? So for example, if you just like helping people, well, you might be able to be a personal trainer where you actually work for yourself and you have your own clientele and you're an entrepreneur. So, because if you're an entrepreneur, you can leverage yourself and have no income cap, right? So then you can actually do what you love and have, you know, the money coming in as well, or at least make more than a high school or college, you know, football coach or gym coach or whatever you're going to be, right? So what if you wanted to be like a life coach? Maybe you just like helping people in general, right? It could be with anything, whether it's helping them like be just a generic life coach, making sure they're doing the things that they got to do, holding people accountable, making sure they hold themselves accountable, or like I said, like a gym personal trainer or something like that. Because I think if you just want to coach like high school or college football teams, that it is what it is, right? Like you're not going to make over $100,000 a year, most likely, unless you get into the professional sports league, right? And you're hosting professional teams and coaching them. So, you got to ask yourself that question. So the other thing you got to ask yourself is, what are your goals, right? Are your goals financial or are they life satisfaction? Now, I know several people that are totally fine just coasting by in life, holding the same job for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever. And I have no problem with that if that's genuinely what they want. The problem that I have with people doing that is if they get complacent and they're only doing that, just to get by, and then they never think about changing anything. They get comfortable, and then they, in 15 years, they wake up and go, oh my God, I've wasted the last 15 years of my life, right? So you don't want to be that. But if you're totally and legitimately, happy doing the same thing, making this, making, let's say, 60K a year, 30K a year, 40K a year, whatever it is, enough to get by, hopefully, in your area, not places like, Seattle or fucking LA, right? But if you're totally fine with that, making a reasonable salary, doing what you love, then dude, I say absolutely go for it. Make sure you have enough money coming in to cover what you absolutely need, but don't spend like crazy, don't live like crazy, and you'll be totally fine making that kind of salary. You know what I mean? It really is all about good personal finance, and you can still build wealth making 40K a year, 50K a year. I could do a whole separate video on that if you guys want. But a lot of people just make really bad financial decisions. So they think they need to make $100,000 a year when they really don't. They just need to manage the money that they do get better. You know what I mean? Because the quote I absolutely love is, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep, right? And I genuinely believe that because it is true. So there's another thing that you could do. You could focus on the money now, let's say with your MBA, and then go and, build enough wealth to where you're comfortable, right? Where you have like no debt, let's say, because if you're taking on student loans, let's say you got to wipe those fucking things out, right? And then maybe after those are paid off and you've got a decent nest egg and you started to invest for retirement and all that stuff, then you might be able to get that high school or college coaching job where you don't really need the money, where you need enough to at least pay your basic bills and lifestyle, right? But you've already started, building wealth. You've already paid off all your debt and you've made good financial decisions. You know what I mean? So there are ways to have it both. There are ways, but it might take some time. So in summary, I would say finish out your degree, keep on coaching, doing what you're doing, but see if there's a way. And again, you have to be okay with this level of risk. Not everybody can be an entrepreneur. Not everybody should be an entrepreneur. Some people can't handle the risk. Some people can't handle the inconsistencies in pay, building your own clientele, all of the different hats you have to wear. You got to be an accountant and a marketer, and, you got to find clients, and you got to keep the clients happy, and you got to be good at your job. And there's so much you have to do as an entrepreneur that a lot of people don't know until they've actually done it, man. And like I said, there is a lot of fucking hats that you have to wear. Because until you hire those people, you are all of those people. You're a bookkeeper, you're an accountant, you're a marketer, like I said. Anyway, so I would just say if there's a way that you can take your dream of coaching and make it profitable, that is going to be the best situation, right? Because then you get the best of both worlds. Now, obviously, good personal finance is a whole other conversation. Like I said, you don't need to make $100,000 a year to be doing well. You really don't. Because if you're frugal enough, you can make it look like you make $100,000 a year and live like someone who does making only $60,000 a year. It really all is about the financial decisions that you make. But great job, man. I'm really proud of you. 20 on your own, not relying on mom and dad. I think that's great. I haven't relied on my parents either. And that's the way you should live, in my opinion. So good on you. I hope this advice helps. Give me a follow-up email, man. Let me know what you decide to do. I would love to hear back from all three of you, actually, with, how it went. All right, moving on to the last email for today, guys. Now, here is also how you write an email. So he goes, "What's up, Tristan?" And he spelt it correctly. First off, I want to say I'm proud of everything you've accomplished so far, and keep up the hard work. It's going to pay off. It always does, man. Anyway, so there's this girl. Now, you fucking get it, bro. You get the lore. You get the meme. You get fucking 10 Tristan bucks or whatever. Spelled correctly, of course. No, but for real, there is this girl, and she's been my girlfriend for 2.5 years now. She's everything I want in a relationship, but just at the wrong time. I love her to death and seriously want the best for her. We got together at the age of 14, and now I'm 17. We hardly have any fights, and if we do, we just resolve the problems immediately. So it's a very healthy relationship. So you're probably wondering what the problem is. The problem is that I want to explore with other girls when it comes to the sexual aspect of the relationship. I'm at the age where I feel like I should be getting experience, so I know what I truly want when it comes to the sexual aspect of a relationship. Long story short, I want to fuck hot bitches, bro. Me and my girlfriend have talked about it. She knows the utmost truth, and she said she'd be okay with trying an open relationship, and she even said she straight up doesn't want to sleep with other dudes. I'm hesitant because I'm worried that an open relationship will be the downfall of us, and I'm not sure if I should take the risk. This is the true definition of the right person, wrong time, and I feel like I'm stuck in this position of no matter what I ask, who I ask for advice, they just can't seem to help me at all. Big ups, Tristan. I'm super happy you're doing well. Much love, brother. Okay, first off, bro, thanks so much for the compliments. I'm glad you're doing well as well. Like I said, I already answered your question via Snapchat, but I want to answer it publicly for the fam, and then I can also, add a little bit more, bro. So I know we Snapchatted about this, but here's what I have to say. So first off, that is how you write an email, baby. So what I would say with this situation is this, man. Stay with her and see how it goes. You're way too young to be thinking these things. I turned into a slut at about 19, 20, when my long-term girlfriend and I broke up because it just wasn't, it wasn't going to work out long-term. Further than that, I made that video, which is my first time falling in love. If you guys are interested in it, you can find it on my second channel. But anyway, yeah, man, look, you got a great girl. Like you said, she's everything you want. You guys barely fight. Like, I think she is also in the same boat of, look, doing whatever it takes to make it work. Now, here's the thing, man. An open relationship would be the end of you guys, and I'll tell you why. So I haven't personally done this, but I know many, many, many people who have, and it absolutely is the fucking death of things, okay? And my parents actually, when they were together, when things started to get a little bit rocky, they started swinging, right? Trust me, I come from a crazy family, all right? And they say now, like, look, that was the beginning of the end, and it was. So here's what happens, right? It starts with an inch, and then it goes to a foot, and then it goes to a mile, you know what I mean? And things just progressively devolve from there. So for example, right now she might say, look, I don't want to fuck any other dudes, and, I'm down to bring in a third girl or whatever. But let's say you're in bed, and here's the most common mistake people make with three-ways. One, don't do a threesome with your girlfriend and another girl. Just don't do it. It is not worth it, bro, and I'll tell you why. If you give that girl any more attention than your girlfriend gets, she is going to be livid. And I mean, even if you match the attention level, she's going to be fucking pissed. Let me give you a scenario, right? So you have your girlfriend and you want to bring in a third, okay? Obviously, this third girl, hopefully she's hot, right? And, she's new. So if you've also watched How I Met Your Mother, new is always better, right? So you're going to be excited. You're going to be like, oh my God, like, let's eat out this new girl and let's fuck her and whatever. And if you even pay her too much attention, right, more than your girlfriend's going to be absolutely pissed. Now, keep in mind, what does too much attention mean? It means whatever the fuck your girlfriend thinks it means, man. You could be in a threesome and you're spending 70% of the time fucking your girlfriend and 30% of the time with this other girl. It doesn't matter. 30% might be too much for your girlfriend. So at the end of the day, do not have a threesome if you're in a relationship. It will be the beginning of the end. Now, it might start out okay. It always does. And then everyone also thinks that they're the exception. Like, oh, that won't happen to us. We're different. No, you're not fucking different, okay? There's a reason for these things. There's a reason people don't do this. Open relationships, in my opinion, unless they started as open or polyamorous or whatever, I still don't believe in that, but that's another conversation for another day. Unless they start out as open relationships, do not change from a monogamous relationship to an open or polyamorous relationship in the middle. Like, unless you're married or something and really know your partner and your situation totally changes. But again, that's a conversation for another day. So in your situation, man, you got a great girl. Keep her and stay monogamous. Like, look, man, I think you're chasing something that doesn't exist, right? Like, I think you're seeing ghosts over here. No pun intended. Because you might think you want, oh, I just need to sleep with other girls and blah, blah, blah. But trust me, man, there's compromise either way. Okay, I've lived the hoe lifestyle now, but I've had the relationship lifestyle, so I know the difference between the two, right? And let me tell you, man, there's compromise either way. There's pros and cons either way. If I were you, I would totally stick with a great girlfriend over what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? I really would. If someone comes out of the fucking woodworks and is just absolutely incredible and we get along like you and your girlfriend do, then bro, I'm keeping that girl. Like, I'm not going to just be like, oh, you know what? No, I'm going to go back to being a hoe. Like, no, dude. Good girls are hard to find. Like, seriously. So keep them if you find them. And the other thing is, man, learning about what you want sexually, you don't need other girls for that. Like, bro, try some shit out. Like, be like, all right, let's try some fantasy. Let's try some, whatever, role play, whatever you want to fucking do, man. Like, get your girlfriends on the same page. Make sure you guys both want to do this, of course. And then try it out with just her. But I'm telling you, man, there's compromise no matter what you do. And if you go to an open relationship, it's going to ruin your relationship. And she might start out saying, oh yeah, I don't want to sleep with other dudes. And then after you have your first threesome, she's like, wait, I want to have a threesome with 2 fucking dudes. You know what I mean? And then the threesomes devolve to them fucking separately from you. And now she's cheating and it's just the beginning of the end. So look, man, like, changing the status of your relationship in the middle does not fucking work unless you've been married and you're married a long time and it's a totally different situation. But I don't believe in doing that either. But again, I know some people who do that. But anyway, look, man, stay with her as long as possible. See how it goes. You're too young to be thinking these things. There's always going to be compromise. The grass is not always greener, okay? It's like, hoes are fun, man, but having a great, loyal girlfriend is better. I really would say so. What do you guys think in the comments? Anyway, this ran a bit long. I hope you guys are still here. This has been Tristan. Stay sexy, you beasts. I'm Ghost Sickness. I fucking love you guys, and I'm out.